What is going on, everybody? Coming to you tonight with a little bit of a late night session for a beautiful Sunday video. For today's video, I decided we had a little bit of a good week this week, if I'm being perfectly honest. So I'm going to start doing something that I wanted to do for quite some time, and that is chase that 1000x bomb on Sweet Bonanza 1000. Without any further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get right into it, guys. We've loaded up the same balance that we always play with, and we took it straight to the Sweet BZ 1000. This video is inspired by the fact that I reached out to you guys and asked you whether or not that bomb could land in the base game, base bonus, something like that, or if it was only available in the super free spins. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, as soon as y'all told me that it's available in the base game as well, it can drop in pretty much whenever it damn well pleases, I knew I'd have to be out here hunting it, if I'm perfectly honest with you guys. Little bit of a late night stream for me. This is super late on Saturday night. I just got done hanging out with Stan and Fencer all day today. We got to chill, we got to swing some clubs, we got to watch some Masters, watch some UFC. So all in all, just a killer day. And I figured what better way to cap it off than do a little bit of gambling with y'all. I mean, when this video is coming out, you guys are going to have a chance to be watching potentially one of the greatest final rounds ever in the Masters. So what better appetizer than to do a little bit of goombling with your boy Stix. Hopefully you guys are all having a great weekend. If you guys watched the UFC fights, man, those were intense, bro. Those were intense. I can't say that I necessarily expected the outcome of all of them. Didn't do super well as far as gambling on them went. But there were some pretty freaking entertaining fights the whole way through, guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed them too. And if you guys aren't into the fights, if you guys aren't into sports, I hope you're just at least enjoying your weekend, having some good family time. It was the rare weekend day off for me, so decided to take full advantage of it. The wife is absolutely goated watching the kid all day. Oh my god, a 3-scatter. Letting me get out there and hang out with my cousin and my brother, man. That was just some much needed family time, man. It's always good to recharge and hang out with them. You know, my theory on this kind of video too, one thing that I thought is because pretty much when I've been hunting that big bomb, playing like Sweet or Gates or Sugar Rush or whatever, I'm really kind of chucking in buys more than anything. And I kind of figured the base game on these sometimes tends to juice a little bit. So a lot of the time it's worth it doing spins on it, kind of going back to my roots and seeing if we can't get a little bit of juice on the way to trying to hunt that big bad boy down. It kind of makes it a little more sustainable. That's my theory on it, at least, than throwing in those massive buys. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, as soon as I reached out to the community and you guys reached back out and said, yeah, you know, it can hit. It can hit in the base game. It can hit in the regular bonus. It can hit whenever it damn well pleases. I kind of knew that this pursuit was going to be something that we needed to do. Oh my god, another 3-scatter. We do have the boosted chance on, so I'm hoping that we can land into at least a couple of these bad boys on this and see if we can't hunt down something a little bit special to close out the weekend. If you guys have been watching the Masters, man, it has been an absolute banger, and I am so excited to go to bed and wake up tomorrow and get right back into it, because like I said, it has potential to be a all-timer. We got Rory, we got Bryson in the final grouping. We got a bunch of people lurking. I mean, it really looks like it's a little bit of a 2-horse race, but that's the thing about Augusta is you just never know. You really never know until you tee it up and see what's happening. I mean, as much as I am hesitant to say it, I kind of feel like it's Rory's year. Oh, drop in a 4th here, please. Oh my god, how does nothing even continue there? How is that possible? But yeah, I'm kind of feeling like it might be Rory's year, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I don't know. He's playing the best golf all week. He's been playing the best golf. He had a rough round 1, but he really bounced back. And he's just swinging the club so well right now. Bryson's just, he's not struggling, but he just hasn't really found his groove quite yet. So I don't know. I'm just hoping for a good Sunday at Augusta. I'm hoping for some entertainment. I would love to hit a bet or two. I can't lie about that, because sports bets, man, have just been absolutely cooking me lately. I gotta find my groove back, and I thought Augusta was gonna be the hack for that, but But so far, it's just not. It hasn't been. Look at this tumble, dude. Look at this tumble, bro. What is happening here? Keep going. Wow, 34 back on that tumble was ridiculous. Imagine if it dropped a bomb in there. Imagine if we somehow found a way to find a bomb there in the base game. I hope I didn't mishear you guys when you said the bomb could hit in the base game, because I've yet to see one. I've yet to see one, so it has me slightly nervous. I can't lie to you guys. But hopefully we can land into a bonus or two here and see if we can hunt it down. I think that's going to be the play today. We're going to spin this out for a little while longer. If we don't get into anything, we will make a pivot and maybe throw in a buy or two. I don't think we're doing super buys today. There's just way too much juice on those, so we might do a couple of regular buys, see if we can't hunt down a juicy multiplier. Let's get into it. We're gonna throw it another 100, man. I mean, that didn't really cook us that bad, to be perfectly honest. It kind of maintained a little bit, and it actually had some halfway decent hits there in the middle. Pinks are in there, nice. Can we get nanners to continue that? Nice. See, these kind of hits, they just keep you going. They just keep you going. Yeah, we got Sunday night, work night for me. I am praying that the Masters is done by 7 p.m. Eastern when I need to show up for my shift. But the odds of that are just minimal, and there is nothing worse than walking into a busy work shift and not being able to watch the end of an amazing golf tournament like that. That would be a little bit brutal. That would be a little bit brutal. But hey, you never know. It might be a quick round. I highly doubt it, but I could always catch the replay later. You know, it'll be on a TV somewhere. I'll have my eyes on it. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, great day hanging out with the family today, man. Shout out Stan, shout out Fencer for the hospitality. Anytime I'm around the two of those guys, it's just always a good time. You guys already know that. You guys saw it on the GG Slots videos, so you guys already know that we have a good time together anytime that we get together. So really enjoy spending time with the two of them and having a chance to swing clubs. It was nice enough to be able to do that today. So I think that was honestly the first time I got my clubs out. I know the two of them are already like 15, 16 rounds into the season, which is just ridiculous to me. I mean, A, I don't have the time. B, like, that's just insane. I mean, we're barely into April, and these guys are out here swinging stick, paws, all the time. It's crazy. Stan's out there hitting the range on a regular basis. I don't know, man. They're grinding. I told them both they might as well just start trying to climb the U.S. Open ladder at this point, because there's a realistic shot that they could try to play their way in. And if you're really going to invest this much time and effort into it, you might as well try to make it on the big stage. And what better way to market yourself than wearing a GG hat at the U.S. Open? Final round pairing with Bryson. Do a quick YouTube collaboration with him. You never know. But yeah, we had a real good time today, man. And I don't know, I love so much about being a dad and being a parent, and I've said to you guys before, it's the coolest thing I've ever done. But it's nice to get a break sometimes. I can't lie about it. It's really nice to just have an afternoon or an evening or a few hours away where you can kind of just feel like yourself again. It's one thing I think doesn't get talked about too much. I know we're spinning slots here, but I like to talk to you guys about life too. It doesn't get talked about enough, in my opinion, how much you kind of can lose your identity when you become a parent. And being a parent is, in my opinion, one of the coolest identities you can have and one of the coolest callings a human can have. But at the same time, when you've been alive for, 20, 30 years, you develop an identity, and losing that can kind of be a little bit of a blow and can kind of feel like a loss. So it's nice to get a chance to do something for yourself and feel like you're getting back to it. What is this tumble happening right in front? What is... Oh my... that is ridiculous. A 60 smacker tumble right there? Can we get a fourth lolly to land at any point here? We're approaching the 200 spin mark. I don't know what... This must just be a really, really hard game to spin into. I mean, I can't say that it shocks me, but at the same token, I figured with the boosted chance, 200 spins ought to do it, but I guess I might have underestimated it. I guess I might have. It's looking like I may have underestimated it, guys. I gotta be honest with you. But that is one thing. If you guys have been tuned into the channel, which if you have, I really appreciate it. For all of you that like and subscribe, comment on the videos, all of that, shout out to you guys, man. You guys make this thing what it is. So if you guys haven't yet, join the Discord community. Links down in the description of the video. If you guys like the video, if you subscribe to the channel, all that stuff makes a massive difference on my end. But if you guys have been following along, you saw I did a Bonanza video midweek this week. There we go. Now we're in. Took almost 200, but we're finally in. But yeah, I did one, and I got to see the 1000 bomb for the first time in my life. And unfortunately, I saw it almost back to back, and neither hit, which just left such a sour taste in my mouth. So let's hope for a little palate cleanser here. Let's get into this. Let's get into this and see what we can find in these 10 spins, okay? Now, mind you, it took almost 200 spins to get into this, and we had some amazing tumbles on the way. Let's just keep that in mind as we're halfway in without a single hit. As we're 3/4 of the way in without really anything to write home about. Can we get grapes and a bomb? Grapes? Can we get another bomb, please? Watermelons and another bomb? Bomb? 7x on that is not going to be terrible. 155 back on that. But we're just looking for a little bit more juice. I mean, I'm not going to sneeze at it. I'm not going to sneeze at that. Let's get some bombs dropping in, though, please. Let's get some bombs and some continuation here. Bananas? We're in on the bananas. Grapes are hitting. Good. Anything else? Nothing else goes there, man. Continuing that would have been really nice with that 9x. Last spin here. Nothing goes on the last spin. First bonus that we've spun into, and it's 228 back on it. Now that's interesting. I don't know how I necessarily feel about that. We've got one left on these auto spins. I say the thing about the spins is they are kind of juicing. I think we might bump the speed up to turbo, and I'm going to throw another 100 at them and see if it can't land us in again, or see if the turbo is the thing that's going to end up cooking us. Because sometimes it feels like that happens. I'm sure that's just some kind of a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory that I have, because I'm kind of full of those sometimes. But sometimes it feels like that's what cooks you. Get us in on a fourth here. Oh my. See, when you're seeing those kind of tumbles and you can't find a fourth lolly, quads suck, as Stan would say. You can't even find a quad suck. Yeah, these kind of tumbles that we're getting in the base game, this is what we're looking for when and if we do land a bonus. Yeah, but my pursuit of that 1000x bomb, after seeing 2 in a row on that video, I thought that they were just mythological, or I thought that they were just photoshopped into people's videos. And then I got to see 2 directly in front of my face. And I knew it was painful at the moment. I didn't know how much I would be thinking about it after the video was over, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. And yeah, it's kind of been something that's dominated the brain, and it's had me wanting to go searching for a few more. Can we keep going? Keep going. Oh, you gotta drop a fourth there. How many tumbles was that gonna take for it to drop the fourth? That felt like the board for it, man. Oh my. You know, I'm not as good as the 2 of them are at reading these boards as my cousin or my brother, but you can see one like that and know that that one should have gone. We got we got the triple suck early, and it couldn't drop the fourth. I can't believe it took almost 200 spins for us to get in, but maybe that is how the Sweet BZ1K works. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear your guys' experiences. I mean, I've heard when we saw those bombs, and I said to you guys that I wanted your stories, I was provided with so many tales of both heartbreak and triumph that it left me hopeful, and it kind of led to me wanting to battle against this slot game a little bit, if I'm being honest with you. Similar to how we battled against Zeus in the past, it kind of left me wanting to battle this one as well. Wow. Interesting. See, the thing is you are getting some good base game juice back on this thing. It just would be nice if it was a little bit more frequent on the quad suck side, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. That would be nice. But it's just tough when you're ripping those buys, because once you start doing that, it can just juice you down real quick, unless you got the right size balance to go about that battle. That's kind of why I felt like today was the day to kind of feel it out a little bit. Feel out the sweet BZ spins. This is honestly the first time outside of a bonus hunt that I've ever spun this. Other than that, it's been all buys. We're going to throw in another 100, man. We're going to throw in another 100. I want to see at least one more here. Hopefully it goes a little bit sooner than the last time. I'll just leave it at that. The dead spin period, yeah, that's something that you don't want to see. Yeah, the OG Sweet Bonanza I still think is probably my favorite. Even with the 1000x bomb. Drop us in a fourth here, please. How are you not? We're deleting symbols left and right. Oh my god. See, sometimes there's just no way to read it. There's just no way to read it. There's no rhyme or reason. It'll just drop in 4 out of nowhere, where you'll have a board like that where it just continues to go and go and go some more, and you won't find a way to find it. That's just a shame. That's just a shame, man. Oh, that was a little bit painful. And you get 3 lollied on the next one. Man, oh man. That's one thing about these turbo spins is they almost are quick enough to where you don't feel the pain, but not quite. Not quite, because I'm still feeling the pain, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. Oh, man. I was really hoping we could find another one at some point before the 200 spin mark, but it might not happen for us, man. We're already 150 in without one. Interesting. It's got me thinking different about this. I figured it would be a little bit more frequent than this, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys and keeping it a whole stack. The amount of 3 lollies we're getting to is definitely disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. Look at that kind of a tumble that we're landing, and you can't find a way to even get us a 3rd sucker on that one. What is that all about? I don't know, man. You know, I was expecting this to be kind of more of a chill one. It is very late my time. That's kind of what happens when I end up hanging out with the 2 of those maniacs. But, you know, I had to turn the turbos on and hit the speed boost on it. I had to channel my inner fencer a little bit. My inner Stan. see if there's some gold in these hills. There's only one way to find out. Get us some pinks. I mean, look at that tumble. To not even land a single scatter on that is... I guess I'm just not built for reading these boards. Maybe I'm just not built for being a soothsayer when it comes to Sweet BZ boards. I think I'm definitely better at Gates boards than predicting when the quad suck drops in. We're up to a 190 here without a 4 scatter, which is certainly concerning. It is certainly concerning. There's no 2 ways about that. We haven't had that many of these god tumbles since we threw on the turbo. I am in tinfoil hat mode and believe that that could have affected it. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my, that was the one! That was the one, man. See, that's the thing is when it keeps going and going and going like that, that's when I've found a lot of the times that it does drop that in. You know what? I'm throwing another 50 at it. I'm throwing another 50 at it. Just, I gotta give it an opportunity. I mean, we have been giving it an opportunity, but I have to give it more of an opportunity. You know, we also haven't had a hard hit either. That would be something that I wouldn't hate seeing. Drop in a 4th. Oh, the amount of 3 scatters too, man. Especially when you're on turbo. I felt like they'd hurt less on turbo, but I was just wrong about that. It turns out that I was just straight up wrong about that. I hate to break it to you guys. God bless it. Can we... We're up to almost 250 spins without landing one. It has me feeling differently about doing some buys, potentially. But I wanted this to just be a spin session. You know, I'm going to let it ride out. I'm going to let it ride out and see what it has. I think we might... We're going to let it ride out on the spins a little bit. Maybe we'll let it spin down to 500. And then at that point, we can throw in a couple of buys. I think that might be the play today. Yeah, I think that might be the play today for us. Let's see what the remainder of these turbos have for us. Okay. I'm just 250 spins without landing it. And I'm sure, I know I'm going to read these comments on this video, and if you guys want to call me an idiot for this, please feel free to. This is the one time I'm giving you permission. If this is one of the hardest games to bonus or anything like that, and I'm complaining for absolutely no reason, feel free to call me a dummy. Look at all those deletions, man. And then, of course, we land into a 3 scatter there at the end. Oh, my goodness, man. Let's throw this thing another 30. Let's throw this thing another 30 and see if maybe 280 is a charm. Drop one in there. Oh, my goodness. That's even getting a heart hit would be nice. That would pay pretty decent too. I think so. If my calculations are correct, that would pay pretty decent. A bonus would be something great though. Oh man, watching these turbos just fries my brain. I hope you guys know that. I'm trying my best. I am trying my best. Can we spin in to one more before we start launching in some buys? That would be extremely well. Oh my god, the triple suck. The triple suck no landing is one of the more painful things that can happen. I'm just now realizing that. Look at that tumble. Oh my god, drop a fourth in. How are you not dropping a fourth in on a $25 tumble? I'm realizing now I have absolutely no idea. There's no rhyme or reason to it as far as my head is concerned. There's absolutely no rhyme or reason to it. We're throwing in another 20 to round it into an even, what will that be, 300 spins? To see if we can land one before we hit the 300 mark. I would just love to, because the buys are just a little too sweaty for me, if I'm being perfectly honest. Look at this tumble. Oh my goodness, man. And then a triple suck following it up. If you guys are golf fans, I got to talk about something other than this, because it is just zapping me. And it's getting a little infuriating, if I'm being perfectly honest. If you guys are golf fans, who do you guys got tomorrow? Or today, I guess. Should be starting. The leaders should be teeing off right around the time that you guys are watching this video. Who do you guys got today? Do you guys got Rory? Do you guys got Bryson? Or do you guys have someone different? Maybe a dark horse? Let me know. Let me know. I'll be checking timestamps too. No cheating. I'll definitely be checking timestamps. I don't want any cheating going on. I think it just feels like it's Rory's year. I don't know. I've said that before and I've gotten burned so many times on that guy, but this year just feels different. At the risk of being wrong, this year just feels different the way he's played so far. And it feels like Bryson doesn't necessarily have it. That's the other aspect of it. It's not even necessarily a Rory love situation. It's also a who the hell is chasing him situation. I can't believe this thing. 320 spins, I think we're up to? What? Yeah, at this point, I think we're just spinning it until we land one. I think we might just be spinning it until we land one at this point, if I'm being honest with you guys. Maybe the turbos weren't the play. Maybe it's the quick spin hack. If these 50 don't land it for us, we're putting it back on quick spin and seeing if that was the hack. Now you have to. You just have to. You have to. You have to. How? How are you not, with that many hearts on the board? I think you guys are witnessing in real time kind of the like de-evolution of a human being into degeneracy, where he's just screaming at fruits on a screen. Unfortunately, at this time of night, with my baby sleeping directly above me, this is as loud as screaming gets. I mean, if we hit a max win, you guys will hear me scream. But for the time being, this is as loud as a scream's gonna get. You know, the thing is this base game does really kind of take care of you a little bit. I mean, this thing needs to definitely bonus more than it does. There's no two ways about that. I can't lie about that. But it's throwing you a ton of spins for just not hitting at all. It's throwing you a ton of spins. This has to be one of the harder games to spin in on, though. It just has to be. I mean, we've had boosted chance on it, and we've spun this thing a gang of times and haven't gotten into a second one. We're going to throw it 50 on the quick. We're taking it down a notch. We're pumping the brakes. We're putting it from 3rd gear into 2nd gear. And seeing if maybe that's the hack. Maybe it is. There's only one way to find out, and that's to try it. I mean, this is a hell of a tumble to start it with. This is one hell of a tumble to start it with. Of course we get triple sucked. Of course. Oh my god. Yeah, you guys are... That's one thing about... Please. Please. That's one thing about this. You guys are actually witnessing in real time the kind of like just the breaking down of a human being, by fruit, by a group of bananas, plums, grapes, hearts, apples, pink jelly candies, green hexagons. Maybe that's a hexagon. I don't know. And lollipops. Who would have thunk that that would be what would break me? After all these years on this planet, I didn't think it would come to this. I thought the quick play was maybe the hack. I thought that was maybe what's holding us back, but apparently not. Apparently not. I hate to break it to you guys, but apparently not. How are we this many spins in without a bonus? It's just, the math ain't mathin' to me. And you know what the thing is I feel like even if we get one, it's just gonna... I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. Drop 2 more in here. Be ridiculous. Yeah. No, you can't. You can't. We got 8 more on this. 8 more on that side, and then it's looking dicey, guys. It's just looking dicey. We're gonna have to make a pivot at some point. We're gonna have to make a pivot, as much as it pains me to do so. 8 more spins, 4 more spins. Oh man, dude. You know, I was hoping that this was just gonna be a nice chill session, analyze the Masters, talk shit about Rory, prey on his downfall, smoke on some Rory pack. But it turned into a battle between a grown man, a father, a husband, the leader of a community, a bartender, and some fruits on a screen. I didn't think this is what my Saturday night, late night, had in store for me. After a wonderful day with family, love, dogs. Didn't think that this is what my Saturday night had in store for me, but Sweet Bonanza 1000 felt differently. There's no 2 ways about it. Now this, you know, the sad thing is this just makes me want to hunt it even harder, especially after seeing that triple suck drop in right there. This just makes me want to hunt it even harder. It's just plain hard to get, which is wow, this is a lot of dead spins. Now this is making me not want to hunt it at all. This many dead spins. We will be back battling this game again. Mark my words. We will absolutely be back battling this game again. The base game hits drying up, though. That is when I start to get very concerned. And I start to feel like maybe it's time to get the hell out of here, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. Unless it wants to prove me different and do something weird. I think we're going to throw a buy-in. I think that's the only play at this point. Oh my god. Yeah, no. We're going to do a $200 regular. And I think this is probably where we'll finish it. Oh, we have enough for a 240. We'll do a 240 regular, and this is probably where we'll finish it. So, unless it goes crazy, you never know. If you guys liked the video, if you guys enjoyed the chill Saturday night vibes to close out your weekend on a Sunday video, throw a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get in the Discord, links in the description. That all makes a massive difference. Follow me on kick.com/StixGG. I'm going to start live streaming there soon. Hopefully this week, fingers crossed, so stay tuned for that. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. 240 smackaroo regular. Let's see what we can build here. Let's see what we can build here, guys. Okay. Keep tumbling. It's a humble beginning. It's a humble beginning, I'll say that. We're going to need more tumbles. We're going to need more tumbles here. The re-trigger is unique. A retrigger is unique. We're just going to need to see it make it worth it. That's a lot of bombs to watch go past without them hitting. Okay. Find a tumble. Find something else. Find grapes or blues. Find pinks. Find pinks. Oh my god, dude. That could have gone crazy if the pinks would have gone. The bananas would have gone. 8280 back on that, though. We're moving in the right direction. Let's just keep it moving. Oh, a 50x. How is that just going to fly past us after everything we've gone through? So... Okay. 4x on a 96-cent hit is not anything I need to even remotely look at. Okay. Alright, watermelons are going. Plums, maybe? Oh, one off plums, one off grapes. We're going to need something to go here. We got 4 left to try to find anything here. 3 left. 2 left. Oh, last one. With the 2 re-triggers, to walk away with half your buy. That's tough. That's tough. You know how we're going to finish it off, guys? There's only one way to finish it off. Where are we going to start? Let's start where we normally start. Let's start on the $4 stair. Okay. Okay. Go up the stair. Okay. Nanners. Nanners are dropping. Drop me 2 more. Okay. $5 stair. Grapes are hitting. Okay. Watermelons. Okay. $7.50. Okay. Now it's going to start to get sweaty real quick. It's going to start, the air starts to get real thin when you get to this level of the cardiovascular activity on the staircase. It gets real thin real quickly. Especially when you got those hits early on. It makes a guy like me concerned. This is crazy. We're going back down to the $20 stair. And then we'll close it out with a $17.50 stair. Wasn't our day today, guys. We went to battle. It didn't turn out for us. But we will be back tomorrow with another banger for you guys. Until then, I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the chill vibes tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with another banger for you to start your week off. Be kind to each other. I'll see you guys in Discord, all right? Peace.